Inner strength is the foundation of Stoic resilience. It is the quiet, unyielding force that enables us to withstand external pressures and remain true to ourselves. This strength is cultivated through daily practice and reflection, constantly challenging ourselves to grow and improve. By embracing the Stoic principles and integrating them into our lives, we develop an inner strength that cannot be easily shaken. This strength allows us to stand firm against manipulation, maintaining our integrity and autonomy in the face of external attempts to control us. The teachings of the Stoics have endured for millennia, providing a timeless guide to living a life of virtue, resilience, and inner peace. By embracing these principles, we can protect ourselves from manipulation and live with a profound sense of freedom and autonomy. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us draw inspiration from the wisdom of the Stoics, remembering that true power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering ourselves. Let us strive to cultivate wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, building an inner fortress that shields us from manipulation and guides us toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. In conclusion, the path to avoiding manipulation is a journey of self-mastery and inner fortitude. By embracing the Stoic principles and cultivating the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate the challenges of life with clarity and resilience. Let us commit to this journey, drawing strength from the teachings of the Stoics, and live with a deep, unshakable conviction in the mastery of ourselves. As we walk this path together, let us remember that the power to avoid manipulation lies within us, in our ability to control our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Let us strive to become the architects of our own destinies, living with integrity, purpose, and inner peace. And in doing so, let us inspire others to join us on this noble journey, creating a world where manipulation has no place and true freedom reigns. In the immortal words of Marcus Aurelius, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Let us realize this power, cultivate it, and live as the Stoics did, with unwavering strength and boundless freedom. By embracing these Stoic principles, we become not only resilient against manipulation, but also paragons of inner strength and wisdom. Let us embark on this journey with determination, knowing that within us lies the power to create a life of true autonomy and profound inner peace. Chapter 1. Acceptance of what we cannot control. The first crucial lesson of Stoicism is the acceptance of what is beyond our control. Instead of worrying about external events over which we have no power, we focus on developing our ability to choose and discern. This does not mean passive resignation, but rather realistic recognition of the impermanent and uncertain nature of life. By adopting this attitude of acceptance, we free ourselves from the burden of unrealistic expectations and suffering caused by resistance to reality. Instead of fighting the chains of destiny, we learn to flow with them, finding serenity even in the most challenging circumstances. Chapter 2. Control of emotions. One of the greatest sources of human suffering is our tendency to get carried away by emotions, especially those destructive ones like fear, anger, and sadness. However, the Stoics teach us that we can transcend these emotions by cultivating virtue and reason. As we practice self-control and introspection, we become masters of our own minds, empowered to meet the challenges of life with equanimity and clarity of spirit. Instead of allowing emotions to dominate us, we learn to observe them with detachment and compassion, transforming them into opportunities for growth and self-transformation. Chapter 3. The Art of Detachment. Stoicism invites us to cultivate a sense of detachment from material things and external circumstances. We recognize that true happiness does not lie in the frantic search for fleeting pleasures or the acquisition of material goods, but in virtue and inner peace. By letting go of worldly expectations and ambitions, we discover an inner freedom that cannot be shaken by the vicissitudes of life. Instead of seeking happiness outside ourselves, we learn to find it within, in the realm of the immortal and undisturbed soul. Chapter 4. Living according to nature. The Stoics remind us of the importance of living according to nature, both our own nature and the nature of the universe. This means cultivating virtues such as justice, courage, and wisdom, and living in harmony with the universal principles of order and reason. By aligning our lives with these timeless principles, we find a sense of purpose and meaning that transcends fleeting concerns and egoistic desires. Instead of letting ourselves be carried away by the current of passions and human whims, we seek true happiness in contemplating the beauty and harmony of the cosmos. Chapter 5. Death as a Teacher of Life. Finally, the Stoics remind us of the inevitability of death and the importance of living each moment with fullness and awareness. Instead of fearing the inevitable, we embrace death as a natural part of the life cycle and remember that the true legacy is not in the amount of years lived, but in the quality of life we lead. By confronting our own mortality, we are encouraged to live with authenticity and integrity, seeking to realize our highest potential and leave a positive impact on the world. Instead of worrying about the brevity of life, we focus on living each day with gratitude and purpose, knowing that death is only the beginning of a new journey. Chapter 6. The Art of Gratitude. Gratitude is a fundamental virtue in the path of Stoicism. We recognize that true wealth does not lie in the amount of material goods we possess, but in the ability to appreciate and value the simple blessings of life. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we transform even the most challenging moments into opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of complaining about what we lack, we learn to celebrate what we have, finding joy and satisfaction in the present. Chapter 7. The Power of Inner Silence. In a world full of noise and distractions, Stoicism invites us to seek inner silence as a haven of peace and tranquility. Through the practice of contemplation and meditation, we learn to calm the agitated mind and to listen to the voice of inner wisdom. Instead of letting ourselves be carried away by the tumult of emotions and incessant thoughts, we seek the serenity of the spirit, finding balance and clarity even in the most chaotic situations. Chapter 8. The Importance of Resilience. Resilience is an essential quality in the path of Stoicism. We recognize that life is full of challenges and adversities, and that it is through overcoming these obstacles that we grow and strengthen ourselves. Instead of letting ourselves be overwhelmed by difficulties, we cultivate the courage and determination to face them head-on. As we develop a resilient mindset, we learn to turn setbacks into opportunities for growth and self-transformation, becoming stronger and wiser with each challenge we face. Chapter 9. The Way of Virtue. At the heart of Stoicism is the pursuit of virtue. We recognize that true happiness and the true purpose of life reside in the practice of virtues such as courage, justice, and wisdom. Instead of letting ourselves be carried away by the whims of the ego and worldly desires, we seek to live up to the highest ideals of morality and ethics. By cultivating virtue in our lives, we become living examples of moral excellence, inspiring others to follow the same path of integrity and righteousness. Chapter 10. The Call to Action. Finally, Stoicism reminds us of the importance of acting with determination and purpose in all areas of our lives. We recognize that true transformation occurs not only through theoretical knowledge, but through diligent and constant practice. Instead of settling for the comfort of theory, we seek to apply the teachings of Stoicism in our everyday lives, facing challenges and overcoming obstacles with courage and determination. By acting in accordance with our highest values and principles, we become agents of positive change in the world, leaving a lasting legacy of virtue and wisdom. On this journey through the lessons of Stoicism, we discover a path of personal transformation and spiritual growth. Inspired by the teachings of the ancient Stoics, we learn to face the challenges of life with courage, serenity, and wisdom, cultivating virtues such as acceptance, self-control, and detachment. May these lessons inspire us to live with authenticity and integrity, seeking to realize our highest potential and leave a positive legacy in the world. May we find inner peace and lasting contentment, even in the face of the storms of life, always remembering the wise words of the ancient Stoics. It is not what happens to us, but how we react to what happens that matters.